How do you buy Bitcoin in Canada with nothing more than cash and an email address? Well, today we're going to do exactly that using Bitcoin Well and their cash voucher system. I am Ben with the BTC Sessions. This is your daily session.
Hodl the Bitcoin.
Bitcoin Well is on a mission to enable independence by being one of the easiest and quickest ways to purchase Bitcoin in Canada and the US. And the best part about it, every buy goes directly into your own self-custody. They never hold your coins. You can add a Bitcoin address as part of onboarding. There's a transparent 1% spread, no hidden fees, no withdrawal fees. Plus they have KYC free sells and bill payments on their website. They're also a publicly traded company under the ticker BTCW on the TSXV. Check them out over at bitcoinwell.com. Check out my full tutorial on how to use them, and you can check out the links in the show notes down below and sign up today. NUNCHUK has some of the best hardware on the market today to secure your Bitcoin. The Cold Card Q is an absolute powerhouse and is my daily driver. And on top of this, they have plenty of other goodies, including the Mark IV, the Tap Signer, Open Dimes, the Block Clock, and much more. If you head over to their website, make sure you use code BTC Sessions at checkout to get a nice discount. Links are in the show notes down below. So let's start off with some prerequisites here. What are you going to need to know in order to successfully navigate this tutorial? Well, it's not going to be much. All you're going to need to have is a Bitcoin wallet and be familiar with how to receive. Now, if you're not at that point, you have never used a Bitcoin wallet before, I'm going to include some links in the show notes so that you can go through some very basic tutorials and learn about how to get your own Bitcoin wallet so that you can hold your own funds in your own custody and not leave them with anybody else. When it comes to actually being able to utilize cash and send it to your Bitcoin wallet, it's going to be pretty simple. And the nice part about this system with Bitcoin Well and their cash voucher system is that when you sign up for the account, all that is required of you is an email address and password. They'll send you a verification email to ensure that that email address is indeed yours. There is no ID requirements, nothing like that. And the reason for this is because it's under the per transaction or per day limits by having an account associated with it and utilizing their own infrastructure, their network of ATMs across Canada. And so the long and the short of it is you're going to sign up for an account with just an email address. You're going to go to a location designated that it is available to use cash vouchers. You're going to put cash into the machine after scanning your QR code that links to your Bitcoin Well account. And then you'll have a voucher that is redeemable in the app that you can then send Bitcoin directly to your own wallet. Now, the limits, let's chat about those. Per transaction, it will have to be below $995, and that is as per regulations within Canada. And per day, it will have to be under $3,000. But not bad. You can go and you can pick up Bitcoin for cash without having to give up your ID and tons of other personal information, and thus saving you from a potential privacy nightmare that can often happen with exchanges. You know, things get breached all the time. So why risk some hacker knowing how much Bitcoin you have when you could do it for cash and not have to worry about that? So that's exactly what we're going to do. We'll jump over to my phone here. We'll see that you can set up your account on the fly very simply, and then we'll head over to the ATM and see how the cash voucher system works. All right, so here I am on bitcoinwell.com. By the way, again, if you want to use my code, it's bitcoinwell.com/BTC Sessions. But pretty easy. We're going to go through basic account setup for a light account. So the minimal needed information to get you set up, which is basically just an email address. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use my contact at btcsessions.ca, but you could use any email address you like. including one that you make specifically for this purpose if you prefer to keep that kind of separate from everything else. So there's my email address. I'll go ahead and hit send. And there we go. It asked me to set a password now. So we'll just jump ahead to where I've done that. And then after entering said password, I'm going to agree to the terms of service. If you do want exclusive content, you can click that as well. And then if you want to add a referral code, again, feel free to add mine, BTC Sessions. Otherwise, just hit continue. Okay. Now it asks, what do you want your well tag to be? So you have basically an identifier on Bitcoin Well, and it's just like an @ symbol with whatever you like. So I'll just call myself Sat Stacker 21. How's that look? Let's see. Maybe that's taken. I don't know. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, awesome. Now, this video is showcasing what's possible on the ATMs in Canada. So I'm going to choose Canada because that's where I currently am. And I have now successfully created my account. Now I am going to need to confirm the email that came in just to make sure, they're basically making sure that the email is indeed mine so that if I log out, I'm able to log back in. So I'll go and open up that email now. So here's the email from Bitcoin Well, really simple. Again, says, hey, SatStagger21, welcome aboard. We are here to help you along your Bitcoin journey. In the meantime, you just need to confirm your email to get started. If you have questions, you can respond to this email. Happy stacking, the team at Bitcoin Well. And there's just simply a get started button, which I'm going to tap now. And it will take me to my Bitcoin Well dashboard. And again, once this refreshes, then it will show that I am indeed have confirmed my email. So now that I'm here with my email confirmed on my screen, next thing I need to do is add a receiving address. So that's right here. Now, this can be any Bitcoin app that you like. There are plenty of options. I'll try to link to a few options down below. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose a wallet called Phoenix. Now, this isn't a wallet that is in US app stores. So again, check some of the links down below, but this one works just fine in Canada. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit receive, and I'm going to choose my Bitcoin address. Now, this duals as a Lightning wallet. So if you're unfamiliar with Lightning, then that's okay. You can do some learning afterwards. I'll link down below. But I want a regular Bitcoin address at the time of this video. I'm simply going to copy that information. I'll jump back over to my Bitcoin Well account. I'm going to give the wallet a label. So I'm going to say Phoenix for that one, and I will paste in that address. It's always good to make a note of the first and the last few digits, make sure everything looks the same. I mentally did that there. So I think I'm good. I'm just going to hit add. And there we go. It says start stacking. We're ready to go. We can go and hit buy. And that's going to take me to my buy screen. Now, just to recenter ourselves, just so that you remember how we get there without that prompt, you can just go up to the top left, hit the 3 dots, and then hit buy, and it takes you back to the same place. Now, this is kind of cool here. There is automatically, it shows up cash voucher as a way to buy. So it says your cash vouchers will show up here. There's a QR code that will be scannable once I approach this ATM and go through the process. I can hit detailed instructions. Effectively, it says go to the ATM, hit the I want crypto, then select my portal. You're going to sync your portal account at the Bitcoin Well ATM, which just basically means scanning the QR code. And then you're going to insert cash, which can be up to $995. You may create a total of $3,000 per day. And there will be a 3% fee applied for the cash voucher because obviously they've got physical infrastructure that they got to pay for there. And then at the buy screen, select cash voucher. And again, you can purchase your Bitcoin. It will go directly to your own Bitcoin address. At the bottom here, there's a find ATM button, as well as just underneath here, again, find Bitcoin Well ATM. This is going to open up a map for you that will allow you to find Bitcoin ATMs. So I'm in Alberta. Again, this is, at the time of this video at least, Canada specific, but I'll tap here, find an ATM near me in Alberta, and I am in Calgary. So I am taking a look for the ATMs,
and then we want to actually specify, we're looking for ones that say cash voucher, okay? So some of these will not support cash vouchers and others do, and so you can see it designated at the top of each one. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to head to this pizza place called Matador Pizza up near the university there. So I'm going to go hit up that location. There's even a get directions button. They've got a phone number and everything there. I've got all of that. So I'm going to head to that location, and then I will utilize my Bitcoin Well account to use cash without having to provide any additional information other than just my email address. Now, once more from this Find an ATM screen, again, they've got listings of different areas and different provinces. But if you scroll down on the main screen, there's also a handy map here. And so you can move around and find the locations closest to you by zooming in on your city. So you can see there's 11 in Calgary here. And so I can zoom in and I can find whatever I like. There's also filters. And so there's an option to filter them by cash vouchers. And so I can go ahead, and if I zoom in on Calgary now, it will say, hey, these are the options you have if you're looking to get cash vouchers. And so I'm going to be heading up to the one I said at Matador Pizza and getting myself some Bitcoin with cash and just an email address. All right, I made it to Matador Pizza up near the university, so let's go inside and check out the ATM. Okay, so here we are at the ATM. Pretty simple process. We're going to hit big button in the middle. There's Bitcoin or there's My Portal. And so for My Portal, that's where it's going to say, all right, please scan your Bitcoin Well portal QR code. You can find that in your Bitcoin Well portal. If you don't have Bitcoin Well account, you can create one, again, at the following address. And so we're going to go ahead. You can see down below, there's a scan barcode button. So let's jump to the app and I'll show you where we're going to reach our scanning screen. So once again, within the app, I'm going to go to the top right and hit my three dots up there. I'm going to go to buy. And because this is a light account, cash voucher is already kind of pulled up for me. And so what we're going to do is we're going to scan the QR code that's on my screen right here from the ATM. So I'm holding it up right now, and the ATM just beeped, and let's see what comes up on the screen. Okay, so up first, again, good due diligence from Bitcoin Well. Again, just warning people, if you're getting scammed, just be careful. Otherwise, we know what's up. We can go ahead, we can hit continue transaction. And then we are literally just going to be inserting, and see, nice, it has my little SAT Stagger 21 up top. Please insert bills one at a time. Minimum transaction for this device is $10. We're going to be doing a little bit more. I've got 300 Canadian moose shekels here. So we're going to shove these into the machine in the bill feeder down below. And that's just right down here. So we'll take these a few at a time. I'm sure you've fed a bill into a machine before, but here we go. You can see every time that I add bills, it goes up. So we'll just get all these fed in, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, there we go. So I put in 300 bucks here, and I'm gonna hit, I'm done adding cash. Okay, perfect. Cash loaded. Your cash voucher will be ready in less than 60 seconds, 300 bucks. Now, of course, there's the 3% fee. They've got to pay for these machines somehow. And then it says scan the QR code to log into your Bitcoin Well account to redeem the voucher. And then there we go. So we'll jump back to the account and we should be able to redeem this momentarily. And I'm currently standing right beside the ATM still. I just checked my account and there we go. Available cash vouchers already there. So I can actually I'm on my buy screen. So again, if I were to navigate from the top and hit buy, this would show here. But I can see there's a cash voucher available. I'm going to tap on it now, see what happens. It says, hey, 291 bucks. This is how much Bitcoin. I just redeemed it, and then I can hit confirm. Transaction complete, $291, and that will be sent to the Phoenix address that I have designated. And so we should see that pop up in no time at all. Now, I'll make note of one thing here. I opted for the lowest fee option for on-chain fees, which is actually free because Bitcoin Well will batch transactions all together at certain intervals. If you see on my buy screen here up top, we can see, again, low fee. It is free, but the next batch is coming in a few minutes anyways. So not a big deal. If I tap on that, it gives me a few options: low, normal, priority, or urgent. And then based on the current on-chain fees for Bitcoin, it will let you know roughly the estimate of what that will be. But I'm going to leave this as is, and we should see it pop in just a few minutes. Okay, so I let the timer run down, and here on my main screen, if I scroll down a little bit, there's transaction history with the one transaction I've done with this account thus far. I can tap on it and see some more details. I can see how much was sent, and it was sent to my receiving wallet labeled as Phoenix. And if I tap on the transaction ID, it'll actually show me the transaction waiting in the mempool ready to clear. And furthermore, if I head over to my Phoenix wallet, I can actually see an incoming transaction listed right here, waiting for confirmation. So we have successfully received our Bitcoin into our Bitcoin wallet via cash at our ATM, at our Bitcoin Well ATM with a light account.
Just jumping ahead here, I am now back home, and I can see that transaction has long since confirmed and is now available in my Bitcoin wallet and spendable. So there we go. Cash for Bitcoin directly into my own Bitcoin wallet. When it comes to assisted multisig and inheritance planning, it's hard to beat NUNCHUK.io and their Honey Badger program. On your mobile device, they allow you to set up a full multi-signature vault. And once it's done, you have baked in inheritance planning so that your Bitcoin gets to your next of kin if anything should happen to you. On top of this, the entire thing can be set up with devices like the Tap Signer, the Cold Card, and plenty more options. And the whole thing can be done without KYC. You don't need to give up your personal information to have it set up and working for you. You can check them out today over at nunchuk.io. Debify.com allows you to borrow against your Bitcoin in a non-custodial way. Collateral is held in a 3 of 4 distributed multisig with trusted parties. It provides institutional liquidity providers, loan periods with flexible conditions, and the best rates. And best of all, no rehypothecation of your funds. If you want to check them out today, head over to debify.com or hit the link in the show notes down below. Now, there is one other cool thing I wanted to show you in regards to Bitcoin Well on your mobile device, and that is that you can add it as a progressive web app. And the way that you can do that is just from your main screen here. If you go to the top right and hit the top 3 dots, depending on whether you are on Apple or a Google phone, either way, you're going to look for something that says add to home screen or install app, or it will be something along those lines. And so I hit that, it's going to add it as effectively an app on my home screen. So I'm going to say add to home screen, there it is. And if I navigate out, there we go. And I'll just pull this over. And so now we can see this app sitting on my desktop here, and or I guess on my home screen rather. If I tap on it, it will now open this as a native application. And so the main difference is, as I don't have the address bar up top, so it doesn't look like I'm in my browser, everything is fully native here, and I can just navigate as normal through the mobile-friendly interface. So highly recommend doing that. Makes it a lot easier to move into and out of the app without having to really install anything. It'll just be saved to your home screen. So let's just chat final thoughts here. I'm super happy to see this new option available in Canada. It is, in my opinion, important to be able to not have a honeypot of information sitting somewhere if you so desire. And so it's really great that Bitcoin Well was able to put something together where people can obtain Bitcoin still within Canadian regulations, but to not require people to leave large amounts of information sitting in a centralized honeypot. And again, they've done it in a way where they have their own infrastructure, they have their own ATMs in and around Canada. And so that's what allows them to kind of easily do this, while again, observing the laws of the land and making sure that they're in line with that. You can still get your Bitcoin without or with nothing more than an email address. And so that's super convenient, super easy to do. Obviously, and when it comes to fees, they're going to be a little bit higher utilizing the cash voucher system than you would just using the online interface and using things like e-transfers. Reason for that, I would suspect, is in and around the requirement for physical infrastructure to facilitate that, right? They've got these machines which are quite expensive to obtain and place and put into different spots, and they have to rent out the space where the machines reside. And so with that comes additional costs. So if you're looking for the cheapest way, then sure, you can go and get a regular Bitcoin Well account and add your ID and all of that, and then you'll be able to e-transfer all day for much lower fees. If the main priority for you is to be able to pay in cash and not have to dump all of your private information everywhere, then this may be the solution for you. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Please do hit a comment down below. Let me know your experience, what your preferences are in and around either privacy or convenience. And I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please do like, subscribe, share. All those things help a ton getting this content in front of more eyeballs. If you do want to check out Bitcoin Well, head over to bitcoinwell.com/BTC sessions and you can sign up there. And of course, you can hit up the other aforementioned sponsors in the show notes down below. There'll also be a link for Bitcoin Well there. And then finally, if you are sorting through some of the tutorials on the channel and they're helping you, but you need a little bit more personal attention, a one-on-one touch via video call, well, you can reach out to my company, bitcoinmentor.io. And this is where you can book anyone from a team of Bitcoin professionals that I have personally aggregated and vetted, and they will walk you through step by step whatever it is that you care to learn. We do have full learning tracks. You can get blocks of time, or you can do a la carte, whatever you prefer, but we can teach you all kinds of great stuff, including setting up wallets, using cold storage, using multisig, running a node, you name it. We will be able to get you sorted. So be sure to check us out over at bitcoinmentor.io. And with that, I am out. Have yourselves a wonderful day or evening, wherever you may be. See you guys next time for your daily session.
Hodl the Bitcoin.